This is a whole salmon. It's just been gutted and headed. My favorite place to get a salmon whole. It's only a certain time of the year, and that's with Costco. Of course, the bone is in, and you have to do some trimming. To fillet a piece of fish is actually very easy. You just have to know where the major bones are at. There's a major bone for the dorsal fin here that you want to cut out. You want to open your salmon completely up. There's a bone that runs right down the middle of a salmon. And of course, you need a little sharp knife. This is a fillet knife. You want to lay your salmon flat. And you want to go right down the bone. You got to break the bones. Now what you're going to do, and look at that. Is that a pretty piece of meat? Beautiful piece of meat. What you're going to do with this salmon is that you also have some minor bones here. You're going to have to fillet these out. And you want to finish opening up your salmon right down the middle. I had to buy two. One to eat and one to cook up. Now when you have this, you're not letting anything go to waste. All the pieces that I'm going to cut off, I'm going to make a fish stock with it. That's going to go great with paellas and any other thing that you may want to cook up that requires a fresh fish stock. And remember, your salmon is one of your superfoods. It's one of the only fish that contains the amount of, and I'm not a great filleter, but the omega-3s that your salmon contains, awesome. Beautiful piece of meat. And I gotta get down the right side of this dorsal fin. So ladies, friends, I'll be cooking this up. Feel free to come join me. And I did a poor job here. A couple of the bones. But everything bony, you want to set aside. Make a nice fish stock, strain it, store it. This is the little dorsal fin. I should have cut it off in the beginning. But we're going to cut it out. So this is about a 6-pound salmon. Beautiful piece of meat. So this is about 3 pounds each. So to fillet a piece of salmon or a piece of fish, it's nice and easy. If you can get your fish whole, you're sure of the quality of the meat, and just serve it up. This little extra skin here, I'm going to be removing before I serve it up. This is just the gut flesh. And of course, I need to fillet again. I have a layer of bones here and a layer of bones here. Otherwise, perfectly filleted salmon. Okay, so all the scrap pieces of my filleted fish, I'm going to put in the pot. And of course, we're going to cook it down. I have some more fins to cut off, but let's talk about how we're going, and I'm going to put this up and grill a portion of it and freeze the other half. Nothing to waste. Let's talk about how we're going to make some fish stock. And of course, we need to be less wasteful, and every part of this fish is usable. So let's make up some fish stock. So I'm sort of proud of my first attempt to fillet salmon. I have all the bones out of it. I can't feel any of the extra pieces in here. And of course, this goes aside, and I don't want to waste anything. This is just too much nutrition to waste away. I'm going to add some onions, some celery. We're going to cook this down. I'll strain it. And of course, we'll have delicious fish stock. Water. White wine. If you're not willing to drink it, don't cook it with it. Onion. Salt. Pepper. Okay, so after about 25 minutes, I have strained the stock. This is the stock in the bowl. And of course, it's going to cool down. I'm going to store it in the refrigerator, probably at the maximum 2 weeks. You can store it in the freezer in a container probably for up to a month. But of course, there's nothing like fresh fish stock. Use it regularly and try to use and recycle every part of your meal. Bon appetit.